Hey, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome, welcome. It's so good to have everybody tonight. We are going to be talking about, and there goes my phone already. I thought I had all that taken care of. We're going to be talking about the 50 golden statues, and the list was put out several weeks ago, and now we're actually seeing the statues go in. And so we thought we'd talk a little bit about them. Oh, hey, Roy and Becky's Travels. Hey, welcome in. We thought we'd talk a little bit about them and, what naturally, our opinions on what we think should have been there, a little bit about the 50th, that kind of thing. Dean, welcome. Dean is pinch
Hi.
hitting for William tonight. No, nothing to be worried about, but William called an audible. And Dean, we appreciate you popping in for us. So, need a turkey leg statue. Okay, we see where Dean stands immediately.
hmm
And that doesn't surprise me in the least. There is a surprising and obvious lack of snacks in the statue representation. So, and obviously from my screen now, I'm going to talk a little bit about the princesses and why the princesses were there. It's good to see y'all. Welcome in. Hey, Kenneth. Welcome in, guys. Hey, there's Will in the chat. No worries. We got it covered. So take care of that family, William. And we're going to talk, the show must go on
Yep.
as much as it can, as much as we can. Sometimes things happen in life and interferes with our YouTube career. So, but let me do, Dean, a little bit of this day in Disney history. So we'll start with that, and then we'll get into talk a little bit about the 50 golden statues. We appreciate everybody, everybody for being here tonight, and look forward to getting into discussion. We're only 17 days out from Walt Disney World's 50th anniversary, by the way. Can you believe how fast fall has come? Gosh, 47 days to Halloween and 102 days to William's birthday, which is also Christmas Day. So time is just flying, guys. This day in Disney history, 1937, Walt Disney screens 1,000 feet of his newest animated feature, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, for RKO executives. They believe the picture will make plenty of money, and at that time, RKO was distributing Disney's cartoons. So that's kind of a lead into some of our discussion tonight, but that's pretty cool. 1937. So. And Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs was the first ever full-length animated feature film, and Walt Disney sunk quite a bit of his own money into that. He also had backing from investors, and it was tough to make that one to get that one to the screen, but they did it, and it was a rousing success. And really with Snow White. Had Snow White not been the success that it was, I think there would have been a lot of other things that might never have happened, because the success of Snow White actually funded Walt's next projects. 1955, Disney's true life adventure, The African Lion, is released in theaters. The documentary mainly focuses on the King of Beasts, but also includes fascinating glimpses of rhinos, hippos, vultures, and even locusts. 3 years in the making, The African Lion is directed and co-written by James Alger, the 10th film in Walt Disney's True Life Adventure series, and the third feature-length film in the series. It was narrated by Winston Hibler, and The African Lion was also a great inspiration to Walt and the Imagineers who designed the Jungle Cruise, the Jungle Cruise attraction at Disneyland. 1964, this is pretty cool. and I knew this, but this reminded me that in 1964, at the White House, U.S. President Johnson presented Walt Disney with the Medal of Freedom, the nation's highest civil honor. Recipients of the medal are those who have made outstanding contributions to the security or national interest of the United States or to world peace, those who have made a significant public or private accomplishment. So I think that Walt Disney was very deserving of our nation's highest award for a civilian, the Medal of Freedom. 1969, Disney's long-running weekly television series changed its name for the third time since its 1954 debut on ABC to The Wonderful World of Disney. And this is the one that I remember. I remember the show as The Wonderful World of Disney. That's what it was called when I watched it as a small child. 1991, the Main Street Electrical Parade had its final performance at Disney World. This version would be shipped to France to be used at Disneyland Paris. So I remember when they sent that along. That would have been William's birth year, actually, that the Main Street Electrical Parade. And then later on, Disney World did have Spectral Magic as a nighttime spectacular, which was also wonderful. 2001, Disneyland turned somber at noon as park guests and employees stopped to remember those lost in the September 11th terror attacks. On this day of prayer and remembrance, Michael Eisner addressed several thousand Disney cast members gathered around the flag at the Burbank studio. His words include, and I quote, "Today I stand here before you without the usual Disney pageantry, but with the usual Disney spirit. I thank you for coming to this plaza to show your support for the community and company, your profound sense of compassion, your respect, and your unity. Today is also a day of mourning and commemoration for the victims of the terrorist attacks on the U.S. by the European Union. Disneyland Paris joins moments of silence organized Europe-wide at noon. For 3 minutes, all attractions close down. The music broadcasts are halted and all cast members stop their activities. Guests are informed by an announcement and are asked to join the employees of Disneyland Paris for 3 minutes of silence to commemorate the victims and express their support. I think that was just wonderful. We just, of course, commemorated 20 years since the September 11th attacks, and it was a somber day. It really was.
Oh, yeah.
And Dean, I appreciated the video that you did, just sharing a little bit about your personal experience on September 11th. We all remember that day. You know, those of us who were here. It's incredible to me that that it's been 20 years, but that was that it was commemorated in Europe, and Disney also did it as well. Let me say hello to the folks in chat. I have been reading, and we've had a lot of people come in. Tina, T Marie's Place. Hey, Stacy Rogers, one of our great ghost hosts. Hey, Jim, more sunshine, please. Steve's World. Hey, good to see you. Welcome. Mike 88 NYC. Thanks for being here. Wonderful World of Walter's dad, Mark. Hey, Mark. Captain Akron, welcome in. Diz Our Dream, always a pleasure. Jeff and Angela, we appreciate you guys being here. Mike Wheeler, ghost host extraordinaire. Thanks so much for being here, Mike. As always, it's always a pleasure. Dean the Turkey Legster is also in chat.
Who let him in?
So, who let him in? And Adventures by D. Welcome, guys. Thanks so much for being here. We appreciate it so much. Again, just went over a little this day in Disney history. We're history buffs, Dean. William and I love, hey, Alex, welcome in. We love the history of the parks and, the Disney Corporation. And so we always do a little bit of this day in Disney history. just to kind of kick off the show and wait for people to come in. Oh, hey, Danny, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Got a great group. Thanks for being here. Guys, I was telling Dean when we started out, William had to call an audible late. Dean was gracious enough to step in, and I appreciate that, Dean. It's easier to do a show when you've got somebody to bounce things off of. But anyway, thanks so much for being here, guys.
Yeah.
And check out Dean's channel, guys. Dean, you just tell us a little bit about the video that you just premiered just about an hour ago.
So we've got there's a nursery that is just a few miles from where we are, we are. It's the Lucas Nursery, and the founders of that nursery were actually very instrumental and influential of a lot of the development in the area way back in the day, and so it's still being run by the family, like the grandchildren, great grandchildren. I think it's like the grandchildren now. But they've got a butterfly and bird encounter, as well as just the rest of the nursery. They sell plants and everything that a nursery would, but they've got this butterfly and bird encounter that you can go in, and they've got it set up really nicely with some walkways, and there's flowers and plants, and
it looked really nice on the video. It really did.
Yeah, they've got little birds running around, little cute Chinese button quail, and they're like,
oh, is that what those were? I wondered what those were.
Little birds just running around on the ground.
Yeah.
And they didn't have any this time, or I would have recorded it, but back when in the spring they had the little babies, and the little babies are literally, they're really, really small, and you see them running around on the ground. It looks almost like, it's really no way to describe it. It's a little tiny thing running on the ground, and it's so cute.
Oh, how cute. Thanks, Stacy. Now, are they, Stacy just dropped your link in chat. Thanks.
Thank you, Stacy.
Yeah, are they flightless birds, or is it just because there's like a net around?
I think they are flightless.
Well, they're adorable. I thought they were so cute. They're just so cute. So anyway, yeah, if you haven't checked out Dean's channel, go ahead and do that. Dean does some great live streams. He's got just some wonderful videos up at the nursery, different places around where you live, and some good nature stuff. I really enjoyed that butterfly video, which is your latest, because it just premiered about an hour ago. So
and I just went today. That was just from today.
Hey, Alex Kennett,
put it together this afternoon, and so you'll recognize this shirt in the video. Yes, same thing. Well, yeah. I have one T-shirt. It's like it's a green T-shirt. It's actually a Nike T-shirt. I think I've had that thing for about 20 years, and I hate to give it up because it's my favorite T-shirt in the whole world. So I hope I'm not the only one who has a 20-year-old T-shirt. Not, yours is probably newer than that, Dean. But yeah,
I hang on to those oldies but goodies, and it's falling apart, and I'm really wondering how I can patch it together. But anyway.
Well, I don't think I have any that old, but I do, besides this one, I do tend to wear a lot of like dark gray that are like the same shade. And so if you see me on a day-to-day basis and you don't know that I changed, you'd think I'm just wearing the same shirt.
Right. Different gray. Different gray.
I really do change my shirt.
Well, I do too. enough of this silliness. Let's get into the 50 golden statues. This list of statues was released a few weeks ago, but the actual statues themselves have appeared in the parks. Let's see. Let me back up a little bit. Catch up in chat, guys. I haven't anything in chat. Stacy, he does. William looks a little bit a little bit different. Let's see what we've got here. Yeah, William will be back.
If I ever told you, Dawn, that William is my middle name.
Oh, no, you haven't. Cool.
So,
cool.
Yeah.
That is, well, obviously I like it. I think William is an aristocratic name. I think I love it, and it's a family name on our side of the family, so that's one reason I chose it. But yeah, I think it's a really nice. Yeah. It's a really nice name. Kenneth, always good to see you here. Alex, welcome in. It's good to see everybody here tonight. Okay, let's jump into this list right quick. We're going to talk a little bit about, and I'm going to try to share a couple of slides that I did so you guys can see the list. And the headlines, if you will, or that we have seen have been 50 golden statues. There are not actually 50 golden statues. There are 50 characters, and some of the statues are double characters. So there are not actually physically 50 statues, but there are 50 characters on each statue.
Yeah, I read somewhere there's actually 36 individual statues.
36 statues.
But there's
okay,
50 characters.
So there are some doubles. Let me see if I can get. to this, guys. And okay, let me back up here and find the slide that I'm looking for. And we will start with Magic Kingdom. Let's see if I can do this, Dean. Okay. Okay, how's that look?
Yeah, I can see that.
Did you see that? You guys see that? Okay, let me see if I can go to full screen on that. And then I'm going to, if you guys don't mind, I am going to go to my phone so I can see a little bit better. Okay, so the 50 golden statues in Magic Kingdom. There are 25 statues in Magic Kingdom, and this is a list of the 25. Now, they did include the Fab Five. We've got Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, Donald Duck, Goofy, Daisy Duck, Pluto, Chip and Dale, that's one of those that's a double, a Lumiere and Cogsworth from Beauty and the Beast. We've got Orange Bird, and I was pleased to see that Orange Bird made the cut. The Mad Hatter from Alice in Wonderland and the Cheshire Cat from Alice in Wonderland. Those are two separate statues, not together. And another combo, Dumbo and Timothy Q. Mouse from the film Dumbo. We have Stitch from Lilo and Stitch. We've got Winnie the Pooh and Piglet, which love that one. It may be my favorite. We've got Pinocchio, Gus and Jacques from Cinderella, a Lady and the Tramp from Lady and the Tramp, and Abu, and which Abu is an interesting one, and I like where they stuck Abu from the movie Aladdin, and then of course Tinkerbell. What comments on those? What do you think, Dane, about that list?
Well, obviously, Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Daisy, Goofy, Pluto, Chip and Dale are,
Fab Five, and yeah, so they got those in there.
Yeah. I like the pears.
Hmm.
We were saying before though that it might have been nice if they put like Jiminy Cricket with Pinocchio, maybe put Peter Pan
Right.
with Tinkerbell,
Hmm.
Aladdin with Abu. Um,
Right. I would actually like to have seen this been 50 physical statues. I think they could have, and they, if you're going to double them up like Lady and the Tramp or Chip and Dale, then you could have gotten a whole lot more characters. There would have been more characters represented, um, but they decided not to do that. I would love to have seen this have been 50 physical statues.
yeah,
So
like 50 pairs,
yes,
50.
yes,
Um, they
but
could have easily done that.
yeah, yeah, I would think so. So there are 25 at the Magic Kingdom, which makes sense to me since we are celebrating technically the Magic Kingdom is turning 50 years old on October the 1st. So we're getting pretty close to that date. So there are
Yeah.
25 in Magic Kingdom. Now the one that I think is really, really cute that I absolutely love is Stitch. Stitch is like mounted. He's like hanging off the purple wall over in Tomorrowland, and I totally love that because purple's my favorite color. One of them probably my very favorite, and I love that they hung Stitch off the purple wall. Have you seen that one in a
I
picture,
haven't
Dean?
seen that picture, no.
Cute,
I saw
cute.
like an up close of like what the statue looked like, but I didn't see the picture
All right.
of
It's
where
just
he is.
really cute. Yeah, really cute. And then around the hub, you have Mickey and Minnie, Donald, Goofy, and Daisy, and Pluto. And so there, I have not been to the park since these have only been up for a few days. So I have seen, some of our live streamers do, just walkthroughs, to find all of them. I think Jeff and Angela did a walkthrough, and those are a lot of fun. These are really cute. And Jeff said that these are larger than he expected them to be. So that's kind of cool. If you get a bigger look at them. Let's go next to Hollywood Studios. And I must say, now the lists, the Hollywood Studios, Animal Kingdom, and Epcot's lists make less sense to me. I will have to say
Yep.
on that. There are 9 statues in Hollywood Studios, and there are 2 that are double ups. Woody and Bo Peep are together, and Sebastian and Flounder are together. So you've got Joe Gardner from the movie
Soul.
So, yes, my mind went blank. Thank you, Dean. Edna Mode. You have Woody and Bo Peep, Frozone, R2D2, BB-8, and Sebastian and Flounder. So those are the 9 that you have, or 9 characters represented at Hollywood Studios. And again, we'll kind of go back and discuss some of these as we after we cover the whole list. So those are the ones that are at Hollywood Studios. Moving to Epcot, you have 9 also in Epcot. You have 9 characters in Epcot. You have Figment, Dante, Miguel, Rocket Raccoon, and Baby Groot, Pua and Heihei, and Olaf and Bruni. Now, I will have to say, Figment, obviously, you got to put Figment in Epcot, right?
Definitely. Oh yeah.
Miguel is from Coco, the main character in Coco, but I'll have to confess, guys, I had to look up Dante. I had no idea who that character was. Dante is Miguel's dog from Coco. I think that's a total miss. We'll discuss some of these
Yep.
a little bit later. I think Dante could easily have been. I mean, I had to look up the character.
Yep.
Yeah, I think there are a lot more, characters that would have been a better fit than Dante the dog from Coco. I had to look it up,
Yeah.
like I said, and with these statues being representative of, they're representative of the last 50 years, I guess, of the parks. You should know that Disney has too many characters for people to go, okay, what is that character from? They've got too many really recognizable characters to do that, I think. Rocket Raccoon and Baby Groot they're obviously in there with a look forward to the new roller coaster coming in Epcot, which we're all really excited about. That will be a Cosmic Rewind. So I think that's why they stuck that one in there. Pua and Heihei from Moana, and Olaf and Bruni from Frozen. Now, Dean, did you find it interesting that they seem to really focus in on sidekicks instead of main characters? That thought occurred to me.
I didn't really think about it until you had mentioned it. But I do. It did just kind of dawn on me that now that they are doing that.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
like the Olaf and Bruni could have been with Elsa.
Well, it could have been Elsa and Anna, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the Dante and the Miguel could have been together.
Yes. Yeah.
And it
definitely.
would have opened up, and the Rocket and Baby Groot. I don't know that I know they're popular now, but they're not really as Disney classic as,
Yep.
the other ones.
Right.
So I'm sure it's a cute statue. I don't remember seeing the picture, but that's one I kind of have to disagree on.
Yeah. Yeah. That one, I'm sure that one went in because of the look forward to Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind roller coaster coming. Hopefully sooner than later. But yeah, I think really, and as much as I love Rocket Raccoon and Baby Groot, I think they definitely could have come up with a better one in place of that one. I know that's a nod to Guardians. I totally get that. So there are 9 in Epcot, and there are those 9 characters in Epcot. And then in Animal Kingdom, you had 7. You've got 7 characters in Animal Kingdom. You've got Timon and Pumbaa. You have Simba. I was glad to see Simba there. Nemo and Dory, and then Bambi and Thumper. So those I was pretty pleased with. What do you think about those, Dane?
Yeah, I'm pleased with those.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought those were. I was glad to see Simba. Obviously, goodness, you have to represent the Lion King in Animal Kingdom. It's The Lion King was such a phenomenal movie. I think you definitely have to go with them. And I was really glad to see Bambi. Bambi is such a classic Disney movie. I'm really glad that Bambi and Thumper, got a shout out there. So that was definitely, those were good, I thought. Let's see. Let's go back to us. Let's see. Did it stop sharing, Dane? There we go.
It did. Yeah.
Okay. There we go. Oh, hey, Tennessee Bear. Welcome in, Tim. And Jonathan, Mike, we've had more. I cannot see the chat when I have those slides up, but it's so great to see everybody. Orange Bird, yeah, Mike, Orange Bird got a shout out. Yeah. Debbie, welcome. You are never early nor late, my friend, but you arrive precisely when you mean to. It's good to see you, Tim, everybody. And forgive me for again losing the chat. Monarch moments, but I can't see the chat when I've got those slides up. Okay, now Mike brings up one that I had not thought about. Dean, had you thought about the Muppets? Mike says, I'm surprised the Muppets weren't represented.
Yeah. Being that they're including like the IPs that they own, like Star Wars and the Marvel,
right.
you would have thought they would have had Kermit and or Miss Piggy.
Somebody, right? At least one, and yeah, I think that would have been. I think that would have been appropriate to have. I had not thought of that, Mike. I had not thought of the Muppets, but yeah, I agree, Stacy. I think a lot of people would have been upset if Orange Bird had not been a statue. Okay, Tina, wrangle those dogs. Tina's wrangling dogs tonight. Yeah, I think a lot of people would have been upset if Orange Bird had not gotten in there, and Orange, because Orange Bird and William and I talked about this a little bit when we were going through the list. Orange Bird, my goodness, Disneyland is built on an orange grove, guys. I mean, there's a great history, and then of course, you move over to Florida, and it is Walt Disney World's 50th, but they also had a great connection with Florida orange growers, and Orange Bird is kind of an icon, of Disney World too. So I was really glad to see. Mike says, I was glad to see Orange Bird, Snow White, and Jiminy Cricket. Mike and Dean, we were talking about this. I think the fact that Snow White is not represented is just inexcusable. The reason I say that is because Snow White was the first full-length animated feature film. If Snow White had not been the success that it was, and Walt Disney, oh my goodness, Walt Disney just swam Tar River to get Snow White to the screen. It had lots of problems. It was delayed. He had funding issues. It was really difficult for him to make that happen. But had it not happened, and had it not been the success that it was, there are things that would not have happened behind it, because the funding, the money that they made on Snow White, with that, Walt was able to move on to some other projects. So I agree 100%, Mike. And I think Jiminy Cricket has to be there. I think Snow White and Jiminy Cricket have to be there. What do you think about that? Oh, hey, Nick, welcome. What do you think about Orange Bird?
Yeah, I agree. The Orange Bird was a good call to make a statue, but the Snow White and the
Hey, Elena.
None of the princesses are
right,
represented, as you had mentioned earlier. So it kind of seems like their criteria for the statuing is a little off.
Well, I think, obviously, we're all going to have, characters that we think should have been there. But there are like Jiminy Cricket. I think you absolutely have to have Jiminy Cricket. He's a central nostalgic figure in the Disney universe for all of us, and is closely connected to the parks. And I think you have to have Snow White. She was the first princess. The fact that there are no princesses on this list is really surprising to me. Cinderella is not there, Tina. And it's Cinderella Castle, guys, at Disney World. What? Why is Cinderella? Now that doesn't make any sense. If you're gonna, I could even understand, if you have to go Snow White or Cinderella, you gotta go Cinderella. It's Cinderella Castle there, guys. I
Yep.
don't understand that. Um, yeah, I did not understand that. Now Dumbo and let's see. Okay, let me go back here, guys.
Yeah, Dumbo and
Dumbo,
Timothy Mouse, I'm
yeah,
really
are
pleased with that
there.
because I actually love Dumbo is one of my favorite of the classics. It kind of ties at number one with the Jungle Book for me. And it's
Oh yeah,
because
yeah, yeah.
of Timothy Mouse's um, his friendship to Dumbo and his
Mhm.
encouragement to Dumbo,
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
just encouraging Dumbo to use his feature,
Right.
instead of letting it bring him down, and it's just kind of a great message in the movie, and so that's why I like Dumbo, and
Mhm.
so um,
My biggest question, or well, let me ask you this question first, Dean. Is there an obvious character or movie that you see that is glaringly absent? If there was one that you absolutely think that they should have put in there, what would it be?
um, oh, I'm trying to think. There was one that was probably the Jungle Book. If we're talking about like if they wanted to like celebrate Disney, because I know that was the last animated classic that had Walt's personal touch on before he passed away, and so that's a significant
Oh, hey,
marker
Dave.
in Disney's history.
Yeah,
But it's also it's one of the classics.
right, right. I, I, uh, the big one. Now there's several, that I think they probably could have gone with. Other than some of these, I would yank some of these and put in some more characters that were classic and central to Disney and Disney World. I think there were some that really deserved a spot here. Um, yeah, well, Stacy, exactly. Can you imagine the group had to pick these 50? Um, I can I personally I think it obviously would have been hard to pick 50. It would have been hard and probably was, but I would have concentrated more, I think, on the nostalgia and the history of Disney. I think that a statue for Tiana would have been give me a princess somewhere, guys. You
Yeah.
have to give me you got to give me Cinderella in the Magic Kingdom. You have to give me Cinderella. Oh, no worries, no worries. Um, but as if you're gonna look forward, I would think that with the anniversary you're going to be looking back right at your history, and then your present, and then maybe looking forward to the future. I felt like Tiana would have been a nice, since they are going to replace Splash Mountain with the Princess and the Frog. I think Tiana would have been a nice look forward to that, that new ride in the parks. I think that would have been um, a good one. Let's see here. Let me go back to
Yeah.
my notes.
I guess
I
my
had
thought what I'm thinking is that since it is an anniversary, I guess I always think of anniversaries. Yeah, there is kind of the looking forward, but it's more of the looking back in my mind on
Nostalgia.
an anniversary.
Yeah.
So I would say there really could have been more of a emphasis on the classic Disney characters, more so
Yes.
than even
Yes.
the Marvel and the Star Wars, inclusion in the whole list. Put the princesses in there. Put, like I was saying, put Peter Pan with Tinkerbell.
Yeah. There you
Really
go.
kind of use the pairs,
Right.
because sometimes the pairs really made the movie.
That's very true.
Uh,
I mean, that's an excellent point. It's an excellent point. Yeah. And I just think, again, to me, the absence of princesses is baffling. I don't understand that. That is glare. There must have been some reason that they didn't put the princesses in there, because they're obviously missing. They're like this huge, you know, elephant in the room that's not Dumbo. The princesses are not there. Um, and I think, again, you got to give me Cinderella. Yeah, maybe, I don't know, maybe they hated to pick and choose princesses. Could that have been it, Dean? They hated to narrow it down to just a few. I don't know.
I don't know, because they
But
still had to pick and choose with,
that's
outside
true.
of the princesses.
That's true.
So
Yeah.
if you're gonna be
Mhm.
limited to 50,
Right.
um, even if they
Right.
had done pairs on all 50 statues, or most
That's
of them,
true. Yeah, or most of them. That's true.
there still would have been ones left out.
That's true. Like you have it, it's like they have paid a lot of attention to sidekicks. For example, you have Gus and Jacques from Cinderella, but no Cinderella. Okay, that doesn't make sense to me. The pair that I do agree was very worthy of a statue is Chip and Dale.
Oh yeah.
Chip and Dale are very old, nostalgic characters, and I think they, obviously they deserved a statue. Let's see, who else do we have here? I'm just looking back over. Love that they included Pooh and Piglet. That was
Pooh and Piglet.
definitely
Yeah.
wonderful on that one. Uh, let's see, Olaf and Bruni. Why not Elsa and Anna? That hits. That hits. To a princess and a queen. And let's not forget, guys, what a smash Frozen was and still is. I mean, I again, has anybody read? Have any of you guys in the chat read why they didn't include princesses? Timmy Ray the King. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thanks for being here. Does anybody in the chat know why they did not include? Let me go over here. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. What was the criteria for choosing the characters? Yeah, I don't know. Jim, that's what we're trying to
I
figure
mean,
out, maybe.
Abu's cute, but
Yeah,
him
yeah.
with Aladdin would have made
Hmm.
much more sense.
Oh yes, I agree. I agree. Yeah, Elena says very good point, Steen. Yeah. They should have had Jiminy Cricket with Pinocchio. I think that would have been, yeah, I agree, Amy. Welcome in, by the way. I think that would have been a really good one.
Yep.
Yeah, there are a lot of head scratchers on this list. Have I missed anybody in chat? I hope I haven't. But if you guys know, or have read anything as to why they left out the princesses, please let us know, because I have not seen anything on it. I don't know why they would have done it that way, really.
Yeah, I haven't.
Yeah.
I know I was looking at once they kept like announcing them like one by one. So
Mhm.
it was like every time they announced the one, I'm like, oh, that'll be a neat statue. And then
Right.
now you see the list, and now we're,
Right.
can
Right.
look at them all together.
Yeah.
Before it was like, oh, Pooh and Piglet, oh, that's going to be cute. Oh, Olaf and Bruni, that's going to be cute. Stitch, oh, he's
Right.
cute. And
Yeah.
now you see everyone together, and you're like, oh, wait, you don't
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
da 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 da.
Well, again, make it 50 physical statues. And if you want to double up characters, then you're able to get that more, that more, many more characters in there.
Or even
I
triple.
absolutely, or even,
Some of the
triple them up.
triples, like the Elsa with put Elsa with the Olaf and Bruni.
Yeah. Yeah.
Put Moana with the Hey Hey and
Groups, group statues.
groups.
Group
Have
statues. Yeah. But I think you absolutely, I feel like, for example, in Epcot, you've got Pua and Heihei and Olaf and Bruni. Okay, let me have, let me have Moana and Heihei, because Heihei, was in the movie more than Pua was, as, he actually went on the adventure with Moana. So give me Moana and Heihei on that one. Olaf and Bruni, give me Anna, Elsa, and Olaf. With Dante, you can X Dante, and let me have Mulan. Wow, wouldn't Mulan have been a really great one for that? Okay, Bruni. Tim Bruni was Elsa's little sidekick in
a little blue
Frozen 2.
lizard.
The little blue lizard in Frozen 2. See, again,
See, no
I
one
had to
knows
look
who this
at
Bruni
Dante.
is.
Right, right. And guys, I had to look up Dante the dog to find out that Dante, I had to look him up. He was Miguel's dog in Coco. And again, I think, if you're going to immortalize these characters, or if you're going to pay tribute to them by giving them a gold statue, it needs to be, he's a fire lizard. Yes, that's right. Thank you. He's the fire lizard from Frozen 2. Yeah. They should be. There he is. Yeah. Thanks,
That's
Dean.
Bruni.
That's Bruni. Ones that we recognize for sure. Yeah. Let's see. Stacy. Oh, my contacts are kind of wigging out on me. Yes. Let's see. Bruni's a little fire sprite. Yeah. But still, again, I think there are a lot more recognizable characters than Bruni. I thought he was really cute.
Dante.
There's Dante the dog.
Hey, good looking.
From Coco. He kind of reminds me of one of the hyenas from The Lion King. His tongue hanging out like that. Ed from The Lion King. Does he, or is it just me? Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's true, Alex. Alex says, I think people relate well to sidekick secondary characters, have crazy fan bases. They do. That is very true. Yeah, let's see. For sure. Dante needs a turkey hat like Dean's. Oh my god.
Yep.
But those are kind of, some of my thoughts on it. I absolutely I absolutely think that Jiminy Cricket has to be there. I think that Cinderella has to be there. I think that Snow White has to be there. Aurora, maybe, some of the older princesses. And I don't get it, guys. Again, I don't get it why the princesses are not there.
At least like Snow White, Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty, because they were more like original, classic.
Right. Let's see. Timmy Ray the King, I want to ask y'all, and my question is, Disney going to make a Lion King 2?
Yes, I heard
I
something about the live action too.
a live action too.
The part two of the
Okay,
live action one, yeah.
okay. Um, yeah.
Well,
Now I had not heard that.
yeah.
Okay, so Mike, let's see. To me, they're making a prequel. Oh, okay, okay. Now, see, I hadn't heard that, Mike. Making a prequel, which is going to be the story before the actual Lion King. Okay, well, that's interesting. I had not heard that at all, Mike. I had not heard that at all. I'll have to maybe you could give me
So are
some
they
more
going to call it like the Lion King -1 or
information.
uh,
Something, something
uh,
like that. Uh, right.
uh,
Okay, so I wonder, okay, if that's going to be a live action, then I wonder if they've got Jean Favreau lined up to direct and all that again. So Jeff has a dog that looks like Dante.
oh, that's right. I've
Neat,
heard him talk about that. Yeah.
neat, neat. Now, Alex said, I still think Quasimodo needs to be there. The princesses get a lot of spotlight in the parks. Quasimodo was a wonderful character for kids with disabilities. They loved him. That's true, Alex. That yeah, that's very true. Now, Tennessee Bear, Tim, yes, Simba is there. Simba is there representing the Lion King in Animal Kingdom. So they did
Simba
that.
and Timon and Pumbaa
Simba and Timon. That's true.
together are,
And Timon and Pumbaa.
yeah.
Uh, oh my goodness. Yeah, they could I love Dante. I think he's great. Y'all don't throw rocks at me. I love Dante. I think he's great. I'm a dog person, but I think they could have just left him off this list. I think that they're, like I said, Mulan. Wow. What an amazing film that was. I think if you're going to highlight characters, for the 50th, they need to be characters that are central to the parks. They need to be characters that are central and most recognizable, most beloved, in, and it's like you said, Dean, they could have done group statues. They could have
Yeah.
done. So yeah.
And I was just thinking too, it would have been nice maybe if they had created, instead of statues, like displays or like works of art similar to like Thomas Kincaid's pieces of art where he kind of features the characters,
Mhm.
but it still like represents that film,
Hey
so that
Matt, welcome.
have 50 of those kind of
Right.
like, not exactly statues, but like, maybe like pieces of art, like, displayed around the parks.
Right.
Just
Well,
off the top of my head, that would
right,
be a
right.
nice consideration, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think again, I'm back to 50 physical statues. And if you want more than one character on a statue, go for it, because that way you include more characters. I think it needs to be 50 physical statues with, that way you're able to include more characters. I would have loved that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stacy, I agree. The problem with Disney doing anything Hunchback of Notre Dame related is they got the story wrong. How do you do that story correctly as a cartoon? It's Hunchback of Notre Dame is. I need to watch that movie again, guys. I have not watched the Hunchback. When was the last time you watched that one, Dean? It's been a
I
while. Thank
probably,
you,
oh
Stacy.
gosh, I know I've watched it since Disney Plus came out.
Right.
Um,
I have not. So I didn't even let me make myself a note of that while
but
I'm
I
thinking
know, yeah,
about
I
it.
really like the soundtrack to that, particularly the opening number as it
Oh
opens.
yeah. Yeah. It's really oh, thank you. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate that. Mike is sending us some more information there on some of this. Um, yeah, I agree. See, the last time I watched Hunchback was in the late 90s, right, Stacy? Yeah. Me too. I need to watch it again. It's one of those movies that um, I think it was a beautiful movie. I really do. Um, and maybe that's it, Stacy. They didn't really get the story right, so maybe that's one reason that they don't, highlight that one as much. Um, let's see.
And that could be
Okay.
one reason why it's sometimes seen as kind of it's kind of underrated or underappreciated.
Yeah, you could have a point there. Tim says the Hitchhiking Bones maybe it was a size thing. Maybe Chipek wanted to save money by making smaller statues. Bigger characters means more brass or bronze. It was a budget thing. Tim has hit on.
Yeah, I mean Gus, Jack, Tinkerbell, they
That's
just
it. That's it.
Abu, yeah, there's the little ones, yeah.
Oh my
Bruni,
goodness.
yeah.
That is funny. That is funny.
Timon,
Yeah, yeah,
Dory, Nemo.
yeah. Okay, guys, in the chat, just as one last question, we're gonna wrap this up and move on and try to keep it a little shorter tonight. Cover a couple other things. We need to cover some news quickly. But in the chat, if there are statues that you think absolutely should have been there, put them in there. Put them in. I think you got to do Cinderella. If you're talking about classic Disney, you have to include Disney princess, especially Cinderella. If you don't give me any other princess besides Cinderella, you got to give me Cinderella in front of Cinderella Castle.
Yep.
And I don't see how anybody could. Yeah, absolutely, Tina. Absolutely. You gotta put Cinderella in there. You have to. So and they don't have 50 statues. They could go back and add more statues. They could go back and add more statues, but I would love that one. Not as big a Jasmine or Mulan, right? Right. Mulan to me was such a fantastic movie. I would really love to have seen Mulan in Epcot. Truly, truly. Movie Mania Nick. Okay, we've got some coming in. Alex says Quasimodo, Clopin. Okay. Garrett says Oswald, the lucky rabbit. I said that too. Oswald has more of a connection, I think, to Disneyland, maybe. But Oswald definitely, yeah, without Oswald, there was no Mickey. Snow White, Cinderella, Dumbo, and the Genie. Oh, Movie Mania, Nick, the Genie. Ah, the Genie. Yes. Oh my goodness.
As opposed to the Genie Plus.
Yeah. Yeah. The Genie.
Dumbo is there though. There is Dumbo.
Yeah, Tiana, Mike 88. Tiana is one of my favorite princesses. She truly is. She is. I love the New Orleans. I love the Princess and the Frog. The music is fantastic. The hard work, pursuing your dreams, hard work. The family group, how much her dad and her mom loved her. It was just it's phenomenal, just a phenomenal cartoon, and it's really beautiful with great sidekicks and supporting characters. Let's see. Yeah, there is a statue of Cinderella, Alex. Yeah, at the wishing well. That's true. There is one. I would love to have seen. You got to do a golden one though too. But yeah, there is the wishing well. That's the thing. They promised 50 golden characters, not statues. Okay, well,
Yeah.
I'm altering the deal, Mike Wheeler. Pray that I do not alter it further. I want 50 physical golden statues. Oh my goodness. Yeah, not Genie Plus, Garrett. No, not Genie Plus. We want the Genie. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Is there a Peter Pan? There is not a Peter Pan.
Nope.
There is not a Peter
Just
Pan.
Tinkerbell.
Tinkerbell. And I'm glad at least that Tinkerbell got in there for sure. Okay, let me check, guys. Let me check my notes and see. I think the absence of any princesses is baffling. I do not understand that at all. I think you have to include, at least you have to include Cinderella and Snow White. They were the princesses that kicked it off, and to not do so is to ignore a huge piece of Disney history. But I love that they did this. I think it's a lot of fun to go through the parks looking for them.
Yeah.
So I really love the concept. I think it's a great tribute for the 50th. Would you agree, Dean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would agree. It's not that we hate the characters that they,
not at all.
but up there we just kind of not sure about,
Yeah.
the reasoning behind their selection.
Jiminy Cricket is also one that's baffling that Jiminy Cricket's not there. You have to have Jiminy Cricket, I think. Put him over in Fantasyland somewhere.
Yeah.
Or my goodness.
Put him
Jiminy
with
Cricket,
Pinocchio. They put Pinocchio.
Put him over there. Exactly. Okay, we're going to move on, guys, and do just a little bit of Disney news and let you good folks get to bed. Y'all are so sweet to pop in and chat with us on Tuesdays. I know it's kind of late. I know this is late for everybody. We always appreciate you being here. Disney news, just a couple of pieces. Some good news, the Cantaloupe Processional will be returning to Epcot from November 26th through December 30th as part of the International Festival of the Holidays. We love the Cantaloupe Processional. I have never done it, would love to do it. It's a long-standing Disney Parks tradition dating back to 1958 at Disneyland. Walt Disney World guests have enjoyed the annual Cantaloupe Processional since 1971, initially at Magic Kingdom Park since 1994 at Epcot. After being greatly missed during last year's holiday season, this magnificent production will once again grace the American Gardens Theater with a live orchestra, cast, choir, and celebrity narrator retelling their traditional Christmas story. And they will be announcing the schedule of celebrity narrators, and dining packages will be announced soon for that event. So that's fantastic. I was really excited about that. Space 220 opens at Epcot on September the 20th, and the menus have been revealed. So that is exciting. You've got kind of themed courses, liftoffs or appetizers, plus the star courses and entree, satellite sides, and Supernova Sweets. So some of your star courses, you've got seared tuna, blue house salmon, Centauri burger, flat iron steak, roasted free range chicken, and let's see, what else do we have here in the for the Supernova Sweets, let's get right to the sweets, guys, because that's my favorite part. Plant-based carrot cake with plant-based cream cheese, candied walnuts, and toasted pepitas. Disney is really good, guys, at paying attention to dietary needs. I love that. They really pay attention to dietary. You can find something to eat in Disney, even if you have special dietary needs. Sticky coffee pudding cake, dark chocolate sauce, caramel crunchy pearls, and salted toffee drizzle, chocolate cheesecake, gelato and sorbet, and lemon mousse. So those all look really good. And
Mm.
gosh, I'm sure, I'm really looking forward to this restaurant. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, interesting. Um, Reimagine Finding Nemo show will replace the one that has closed. It's coming in 2022. The Disney Live Entertainment team is still in the early stages of development for this one. It's a musical retelling of Finding Nemo. Oh, excuse me. Grab some water. And it's going to include fan favorite songs such as In the Big Blue World and Go with the Flow. So
In the big blue world.
I'm really excited about this one. They announced I think we got the news yesterday that uh, okay, no worries. Thanks so much, Tim, for being here. They announced that it was closing. That Finding Nemo was closing. Everybody was upset. They have these beautiful, beautiful puppets. That they use for that
Yep.
stage. I think people who sometimes don't think about maybe what goes into those stage productions. Like with Beauty and the Beast is a fantastic stage production with live actors. And they do that every day, several times a day. They do an entire play every day, several times a day. And so,
Yep.
like with the Festival of the Lion King, Celebration of the Lion King right now, because it's a modified version. But those are really those stage shows, guys. That I'm so glad to see them come back because they really are quite amazing, and I'm sure this one will be no exception. Um, let's see, what else we have. Yeah, the pudding cake, exactly, Mike. Yeah, exactly. Um, but yeah, so that is exciting that's coming back. So there's a lot of Disney news, guys, where we usually get our Disney news from Walt Disney World News Today, blogmickey.com, and the Disney Parks blog. So check those out, because really there has been a ton of news drop. I mean, it's like news overload every day in with Disney, and that's Disneyland at Disney World. We didn't even cover as much Disneyland news as Disney World because we kind of consider Disney World to be our home park. So, um, go get that JPEG genie away from Jafar. Exactly. Brian, NASCAR fan, welcome in. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you popping in. I agree. I got to get that JPEG genie away from Jafar. I agree 100%. I think Jafar has taken over Genie Plus. We'll see how that goes. Yes, Disney Food Blog, Tina, and the Diz are also great resources. They are. If you're looking for Disney news, and there has been so much of it drop. And there will be more. I mean, as we get closer to October 1st, there's going to be a lot more. We're only 17 days out from the actual 50th anniversary of Disney World. So that's pretty exciting. Let's see. Let's see if I can catch up in chat here, guys. Okay, let me move along here. Guys, I've been busy. I have not put up a video on the channel the last Saturday. I'm gonna try to get something up pretty quick. Was pretty consistent there, and then life kind of interfered with that. But William has the last one that we put up is a blind box pen unboxing. Box Lunch did a Star Wars or a Mandalorian rather series. So check that out. And he opens several of those blind box pins that he got at Box Lunch. And so you can see which ones he got. They're really, that's a neat series. And William said those are really heavy pins. So so he did that unboxing. And then also check out our channel. We have a lot of live streams from the parks. Look at our Walt Disney World live stream playlist and check those out. And we also have some which could come in handy for those of you who are planning trips. We also have several room reviews, several different on property and off property if you're looking for a place to stay. Jillian will do another episode of What's Brewing with the Bones on September 25th at 8:30, and she will be discussing what to do on your travel day. Like when you first get there, you get off the plane, you get unpacked, kind of throw your bags in the room, what to do on your travel day. There are so many things to do, or a non-park day even. So she's going to discuss that, and we look forward to that. And again, that is going to be September 25th at 8:30. So she'll be doing that. We also have, I wanted to mention quickly, we also have tickets to the Haunted Mansion panel event, October 27th at Graceland. The Disney Archives is going to be at Graceland. It opened July 23rd and it runs until January 2nd. And they have the Disney Archives displays at Graceland, which is home of course, Elvis Presley in Memphis, Tennessee. And they're having a special Haunted Mansion panel event on the 27th. It includes a Disney panel to talk about the Haunted Mansion. There'll be a full tour of the exhibit and Graceland and some other goodies that haven't been announced. I booked that sight unseen because I'm sure it's going to be great. Brian, NASCAR fan. Yeah. Welcome in. We appreciate you being here. So I'm really looking forward to that. Dean, what's coming up on your channel?
Well, tomorrow night, I continue my series, Once Upon a Turkey Leg, which is my bedtime story show. I started it the last couple of weeks. I started it with a pre-recorded videos, and I just put them up as premieres, but I'm switching to actual live streams. So tomorrow night, for now, it's going to be at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and I am reading a story. It's just a short stream. It's going to be maybe 20 minutes. I'll come on, say hi, we'll read the story, and I'll say goodnight.
Sounds good. I love that. We have really enjoyed those, Dean. I'm glad you're kind of figuring out your niche with all the streaming. Those of us who have channels know, if you stay on top of it and you do a lot, it is a ton of work. So we just kind of have to adjust sometimes, for life and do what we can. And so I'm glad to hear that you're kind of figuring that out and how to do that. Because I love your streams are always fun, informative, and I love the stories. The bedtime stories are just tons of fun. So yes, Debbie says sounds wonderful. And yes, Mike Wheeler, the Haunted Mansion Tiki mug is coming to Trader Sam's Enchanted Tiki Bar at Disneyland, at the Disneyland Hotel, September 17th. Oh my goodness, would I love to have that one. I bet you that one will go fast, Mike. I bet you that one will go fast, but I would love to have a Haunted Mansion Tiki mug. Now, they've had those before because I have a cousin who is as big a Disney fan as we are, and he had several of them, and I think he actually bought the one that he did not have in the set because he wanted the set so badly. He actually invested and bought the one that he didn't have. So Yeah. Oh, I would love to. Yeah. I'm not planning a trip to Disneyland anytime soon, though. So, um, let's see here. Dean, is there anything else that you wanted to kind of close this out, unless there's anything else that you wanted to say about the topic tonight or anything about your channel?
Well, the other new thing on my channel is I'm experimenting with
Thank you,
maybe
Garrett.
weekly on Monday, maybe not, going live in the
Right. Right.
afternoon, a series of streams of shows I'm calling I'm Feeling Streamish. So, so if I'm off, it will likely maybe be on Monday, going live anytime from 1 to 3 in the afternoon, but just for like a 45-minute, hour stream, just to
However long you
kind
feel like
of
you can
chit
do.
chat.
Yeah.
If I'm working on Monday, then it will be another afternoon. So
Sounds good. Sounds good. Just let us know and we will pop in. But yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, it was fun. It was fun yesterday. Dane, you really do a fun stream. I guys, if you haven't gone, go over and check out seriously Dean's channel, Dean the Turkey Legster, and you're just gonna find Dane. You just have a happy channel. You have an upbeat, happy channel, and I love to listen to your podcasts. You've got some podcasts out there. Love to listen to your podcast when I'm walking. Is really a lot of fun. Now, do you still have your campsite?
yes, it's
Also?
campsite.bio/the Turkey Legster. And so there's a link to my podcast in there, which is called The Dean Report.
Mhm.
And I need to record a new episode for that. I am 3 weeks since I've done my last one, and I said I was going to do it bi-weekly, so I am behind schedule. Think of the
Well,
versatility you would have with
we
cows.
look forward to it.
So, Garrett, I'm supposed to be Dean the Cowster?
Raw animal, ground beef. Okay, jokes. Let's see. What do you? Okay,
Maybe,
you're
or
gonna have to
maybe
put
what
it
do
in
you
again.
call a cow that can't
Like,
fly?
what do you call a cow?
I know. Ground beef.
Ground beef. Hey, that's a good one for the laugh floor. You need to say that one for the laugh floor. Oh my goodness. Thanks, Garrett, for
Garrett
that.
wants me to pick different farm animals.
Garrett can always be depended upon.
Garrett, you're quacking me up.
Okay, score one for Dean there. Oh gosh, we're gonna wrap this up. I think just a couple of little announcements. Go check out theliveplace.com. It's a website that is basically a TV guide for family-friendly live streams. Go over, look at that list of live streams. If any time, probably day or night, you can find somebody who is family friendly and who is live streaming. We appreciate Dean for maintaining that for us, and we're on there. I'm sure that Dean, are you listed at the live place?
I'm
Sure.
not. And that's a different Dean at the live place, by the way.
It is a different Dean at the live place. It is. And also check out Dean's YouTube channel, Dean of the Live Place, which is Dreamers Empire. But thanks so much, Dean, for hosting us. And TubeBuddy, guys, if you're a creator, and I really want to emphasize this, if you're a creator and you want to grow, you should be using TubeBuddy. It is a great tool. It's 100% free. Get over there. It's like an overlay for your channel. it tracks viewing trends. It suggests titles for your videos with using searchable keywords, and it ranks, it rates, like if you're thinking of, naming a video something, it ranks that based on searches and what have you in YouTube to give you, to help you choose even titles for your videos that are searchable and probably going to get more clicks and attention on YouTube. But TubeBuddy, it's free. Go use our link in the description below, and then if you do decide to upgrade to the free version, it gives us both a free month. So if you're not using TubeBuddy, do that. We use it a lot. Hopefully will help you out, give you some data that you didn't know, track trends, and help you to make better videos for growth. So again, thanks to everybody in the chat. I thank so much. William is not here to make the list tonight, but we appreciate you being here. If you're in the chat and you are ghost watching and you're not chatting, thanks so much for being here. We love you. We're so glad you're here, and we welcome you every week. We love our team replay, especially if you're on team replay and you've made it this far in the video. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. We appreciate it. Dean, thanks for being here.
Glad to be here. Yeah, it was fun.
I appreciate you so much. Guys in the chat, our ghost host mods, thanks so much. My sisters, Susan and Joy, appreciate you guys so much. And all of our family. I know Kylie's probably watching. Kylie's our #1 fan, my granddaughter. Stephen and Jamie and Kylie and Hadley. Thanks so much, guys. And everybody that's in the chat, we appreciate you guys so much. We look forward to Tuesday nights because of you guys. So thanks so much. Dean, get over to Dean's channel. Check out Dean, guys. The turkey legster. Like, subscribe, ring the bell. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And you can email us at the hitchhikingbones@gmail.com if you have any questions or anything we can help you with, suggestions for future content. Let us know. But again, we appreciate you guys for being here. Thanks to everybody in the chat. Thanks so much, Dean. We appreciate it. And at the Hitchhiking Bones, there's always room for one more. So hurry back. Thanks so much, guys. We appreciate it.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Have a gobble-tastic night.
Bye, guys.